Hey everybody, and thanks for watching Woodcrest Bonsai. Today I'm going to continue working on my Parrot's Beak that I put into ice cream containers. And they are all super healthy, and they've grown tremendously. And they're all developing nicely. So there's a little bit of a paradox with tropical trees that really grow a lot. And that is that they develop quickly, but they also need a lot of work, because that quick growth means that you really need to be maintaining them on a regular basis, keep them in line. These guys in training, all that excess growth helps develop some trunk thickness, although the Melinas don't really get super thick trunks quickly like a ficus does. So this first guy here, we have our first main branch, and then probably second main branch up here. Oops, I just broke it. It'll heal. Actually, it's right in place now. So these guys here are probably not necessary, so I'm just going to shorten them. I may let them. And this first main branch, or the second main branch, is quite heavy, and we have another one that's coming from here that you could fool the eye into thinking that it's coming. So I'm taking that off too, taking the heavy one off and leaving the smaller one. So over time that will help with the proportions of the tree. Should I break that one too? And then another little cut there. So that looks pretty good. This definitely does need to come down. So there's number one. Number two. Cut off all the excess. Let's see where we're at here. Got a really nice first main branch. Some of this way at the end has gotten too heavy, so I'm going to take that off. And there's a little busyness up in here too, but for now, I think I'm just going to let it continue to grow. Just a simple cutback. So there's number two. Number three has a very nice, graceful trunk, but no real branching out of the outside of the curve that I would like. So cut off all the excess. And I think I'm going to leave this back branch as a sacrifice branch. And I think that's about it for today. It has some problems. This branch is on the inside of a curve. I would love, I could take this little tiny piece, even though it's coming from the front, and fool the eyeball into thinking that it's coming from the outside of the curve. But I love the motion on this guy. So there's number three. Number four is very straight. And once it gets up to a certain level, it then has some decent movement. But it's pretty straight on the lower part. And when I looked at these trees before I started the video, I looked at this guy and I told myself that I probably need to make this a larger tree. Put it in a bigger pot and really let it grow to get that trunk a little thicker. This is just two stovepipe. A stovepipe branch is defined as a branch that's just as thick as it is up here as it is down here. And you really want taper. You want your trunks to get thinner and thinner as they reach the top. That's what creates the image of an old tree, large tree. So I think this guy is in for a larger pot and let it really take off. So there's number 4. Number 5 is similar to number 4. Fairly thin, straight trunk. It does have nice movement up on the top. Now if we come this way, get rid of this guy right here. There we go. So once again, that could also be a tree that is allowed to get a little bit taller and fuller. And then last but not least in this video is this guy here. And you notice I have the pot skewed. You know, if this was the, traditionally the front of the pot, even though pot is a stretch since it's just an ice cream container. But I think this would make a much nicer front, the movement. And this does have some nice low branching. So yeah, the future of this tree, I think, is definitely, this is the front. Cut some of this stuff here. One reason I do this too is if you just let all of that growth just continue to elongate, then your lower limbs can suffer. The tree just stops putting energy into the lower limbs because it just keeps going higher and higher. And we have kind of a confusion on the apex, so I'm going to cut this guy away and define this as the apex. So pretty decent movement. Fill out the pads, change this to the front. This could possibly be one that I put into a bonsai pot come spring. I'm going to pick the nicest ones that I like and put them into bonsai pots come springtime. So that's it for this video. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees, all pretty much rapid fire. In this early stage, doing that rapid fire cutback is really all they need. I can go back in subsequent trimmings and define the branching better. Right now I just am focused on keeping them from getting too leggy. So now what will happen is there'll be all new growth that'll pop from the ends of where I cut. And in a month or two, they'll be just as tall, just as full, just as wild and rangy as they were, and then cut them back again. And over time, they stop doing that, especially when you put them in a bonsai pot and you let the roots fill out. Once the roots have filled into the pot, then that legginess tends to stop because the roots have filled the pot and there isn't a lot of room to grow for the roots, which means there isn't a lot of room to grow for the top. We've got a piece of dead right here. And as you can see, I changed my background to black, so if you like that black background, please let me know. And that's it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll be notified every time I drop a video. And I try my best, weather permitting, because I do produce my videos outside, so Mother Nature can sometimes get in the way there. But I try to do one a day, weather permitting. And I think a few of these are really going to be nice trees. They all have the potential to be nice trees. Some I like more than others. And that's, bonsai is a very personal hobby. What you like may be different than what someone else likes, but that's okay, because it's for me, it's the pleasure that I get from designing the trees that I want, the way that I want. So thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.